Psalm 113 verse 3. New International Version. From the rising of the sun to the place where it sets, the name of the Lord is to be praised. From the very first light of dawn, when the sun begins to stretch its golden rays across the horizon, to the final moments of dusk when the sky softens into evening, every part of the day holds an invitation to recognize and celebrate God. This verse expresses the idea that there is never a moment outside the reach of divine worthiness. As the sun rises in one place and sets in another, covering the entire earth in its steady rhythm, so too should praise for God move continuously across every land, every culture, and every heart. It paints a picture of a world wrapped in a constant flow of gratitude and admiration. Wherever people wake up to a new morning, they are greeted not only by light, but by an opportunity to acknowledge a God who delights in being known and appreciated. And when night falls, it is not an ending but a passing of the torch, as somewhere else the sun rises again, and voices continue the chorus of praise. In this way, the verse suggests that honoring God is not limited by time zones, languages, or circumstances. It is an ongoing, global expression. There is also a sense of joy in this image of God. This is not a distant or indifferent presence, but a God who takes pleasure in being recognized and celebrated. The act of praise is not portrayed as an obligation, but as something natural and fitting, like breathing or watching the sky change colors. It reflects a relationship where God's goodness inspires a genuine, uplifting response from people everywhere. A happy God, in this sense, is one who welcomes connection, who rejoices in the voices lifted toward him, and who fills the world with reasons to be thankful. The verse invites us to see time itself as sacred. Morning and evening are not just markers of a routine day, but reminders of continuity, of something steady and dependable beyond human life. Just as the sun never fails to rise and set, God's presence and worth remain constant. This constancy becomes a source of comfort, suggesting that no matter what changes or challenges come, there is always a reason to return to praise. It also subtly encourages unity. Since the sun touches every corner of the earth, the call to praise extends to all people equally. It does not belong to one group or nation, but to everyone. This universal reach reflects a God who is not confined or selective, but open and welcoming, inviting all of humanity into a shared experience of reverence and joy. At its heart, the verse communicates a rhythm of life that is aligned with gratitude. Each sunrise becomes a beginning filled with hope, and each sunset a moment of reflection and appreciation. In between, every hour carries the possibility of recognizing God's presence in both ordinary and extraordinary ways. The idea is not that praise must be loud or formal at all times, but that it can be woven into daily living, into thoughts, actions, and quiet moments of awareness. The image of a loving God reinforces the sense that this praise is mutual in its beauty. Just as people find meaning and peace in lifting their hearts upward, God, too, is portrayed as taking joy in that connection. It suggests a relationship that is alive and dynamic, filled with warmth rather than distance. God is not merely receiving praise, but delighting in the shared experience of it, like a creator who smiles at the appreciation of their creation. Ultimately, this verse encourages a mindset that stretches beyond isolated moments of worship. It calls for a continuous awareness that spans the entire day and reaches across the globe. It invites people to see the world itself as a stage for gratitude, where every sunrise signals a fresh chance to honor what is good, and every sunset carries that honor forward into the next cycle. In this way, the verse becomes less about a command and more about a perspective, a way of seeing life as constantly infused with opportunities to recognize and celebrate a joyful, ever-present God. It reminds us that no matter where we are or what time it is, we are always within the reach of that light, and always able to respond with praise.